What's good, you guys? So, today I want to talk about how being in alignment can get you closer to your goals. And it doesn't really matter what are your goals, where you are right now, where you want to be, and where you were before. And the reason why this is important, it's because today I was reading off a book and I saw a quote by this writer called Ralph Waldo Emerson. You can search him up. And he said that nothing that is external has a big impact on you, or nothing even external, in other terms, has power over you. And why is this important? Why did I want to come here today and share this message, share this quote with you guys? Because the truth is, when you are in complete alignment, when you are finally focused on the right thing, when you are in that idea of flow state, which is completely focused on your mission in life, it doesn't really matter what's out there that is haunting you, that is trying to get against you in this life. And so, when we think about this quote specifically, this quote is talking more about the way we think and how our thoughts dictate our actions in life. You see, we can do anything in this life. You can do anything, and I mean this, in this life, because no one is stopping you. And so, if you let the external environment have an impact on your internal self, then how do you expect to get to that goal, to get to that dream, to build the future that you want to live, when you already are distracted by other things? Now, I'm not saying that, we all are always focused, especially now with social media, especially now with, video games and all that stuff that are actually killing our brains in the first place. You just have to focus in a way where, instead of putting all that attention into something that's not going to get you far in this world, you're going to have to deal with it and understand your why in the first place. I've mentioned before on other videos that I do this, the videos, the content, the motivation, and trying to share my story and telling you where I'm right now, where I was before, and where do I want to be. And the reason behind all of this, and I told you my why, it's because I want to create the best version of me and help other people do the same thing, because that is my purpose in this world. And as I mentioned with my other video, that is every single person's purpose in this life, right? Because if you aren't trying to create the best version of yourself and you're not helping other people do the same thing, don't you find that kind of selfish in a way? Like, people find this egotistical because I'm sharing my message. What's egotistical is the fact that you aren't sharing your message, right? You just want it all in for yourself and you don't want to help other people. So if you ask someone who's been successful and he's telling you, oh, I'm humble and I can afford the watch, I can afford the car, and I can afford all of this, but I don't because, I don't want to. I'm humble. The truth is, it's not that they're really being humble. You know, they're just not giving their self what they're worth, right? Your work instills your worth in this life. And I'm not saying that every single person is, you know. Anyway, someone walked in, but I'm back again. So, as I was saying, your work instills your worth. I'm not saying every single person out there is supposed to have that fancy watch worth thousands of dollars, if it's a Rolex, if it's a Richard Mille. What I'm saying is that if you work hard enough in order to get it, then why can't you have that? Why can't you, spoil your family with the things that they've always wanted? Maybe they didn't want those valuable things. Maybe they didn't want, the fancy Ferrari and the car and the mansion. Maybe they just wanted to be set in which they can travel the world and they can do what they want when they want because of this status that you are in now. Wouldn't you want that at least? Of course you'd want that. Of course you would. Because if you didn't, then you're ignorant, right? There's a frequency chart that I've been looking at the past few days, and at the top you have like enlightenment, you have love, you have peace, and so on. Then it starts going down, right? So that's the high frequency. Then you start going down. Then you go to anger. Then you go to shame. Then you go to guilt. And that's low frequency. And why is this important? Why relating the frequency chart like I'm talking about right now? It's because when you are only in it for yourself and you're not willing to be the change and help other people do the exact same thing, then what's the point of even living in the first place? You guys, I'm telling you, your purpose in this world is to create the individual you truly admire and help other people do the exact same thing. Your true purpose in this life, I'm gonna say it again, is to create the individual you admire and give that person to the world. And this is crucial because you are worth it in this life. You have a purpose in this life, otherwise you wouldn't be alive. So, you can always change the trajectory of your life. Whatever life hits you with, whatever thing that you're stuck in, you can go through it. Because the truth is, every single obstacle or pain in my life for the past few years, I look at it as a present from God Himself. I look at it as a way to grow as a person, go through it, and show other people what I've done and how I'm gonna help them as well. That's the whole purpose of pain in the first place. If pain wasn't there, you wouldn't grow as a person. And you know that too. You know that that's the truth, and that the only way in order for you to succeed in this life is if you're disciplined and you go through that pain and the obstacles and the struggles in your life, and you just accept the trajectory of your life that you're in right now. And you can change if you truly want to change. You choose whether you want to change. I'm not saying every single person out there is gifted, because there's so many people out there who are in third world, fourth world countries that aren't able to change the trajectory of their life. And I totally get that. But if you are in a situation where you're depressed and you're smoking and you're drinking and you think that you are some special God and whatever, and let me go back to my La La Land. Like you're doing something in your life when the truth is you're just killing yourself. Whether you know it, whether you don't know it. Most of you guys know that you are killing yourself, but you just don't give two damns, do you? So, that's up to you. It's your choice in this life to create the best version of yourself and help other people. Like, I know I want to change people's life. Because like, and remove the money for a second, right? Like, I'm not doing this for the money. I genuinely want to build a legacy for myself. So when I finally have kids, when I'm in a relationship, and I have a wife, and I get kids, my dad, or not my dad, my son, okay, is going to look me in the eye, and is going to be like, Dad, I'm proud of you. That even though everything was so hard, you were there for us. You know? That even though that you've been through so much pain, even though no one was understanding you, even though you have been building this legacy for more than a decade, you never gave up. And you never will give up. And that's why I love you, Dad. Wouldn't anyone really appreciate that message from their own daughter or son? Wouldn't anyone be so grateful that they never gave up on their own dreams? I know I would, I would do anything for my kids. Anything. I mean, now we're talking like maybe 10, 15 years down the line. I'm only 17 years old right now. But if I keep going on this pace, man, no one can stop me. I truly think that no one can stop me. Because I know how much I'm worth in this life. I know my purpose in this life. I know through those amazing habits that I'm developing in my life, that discipline, consistency that so many people don't have my age, so many people go out there and party and drink and do all stupid shit because they think they're cool when they're not. And I've been around those types of people. It's the truth. I have nothing to hide here. I've been around those types of people. I've seen things that I'm not proud of. I've done things I'm not proud of. And from there, I've learned that that's the most stupidest thing anyone can do. Because you're literally telling the man himself above that I don't want to live anymore. What's the point of being depressed, right? And drinking and smoking and thinking you're something when you're not, when the truth is you're just not aligned with your habits. That's the whole point here. Why do you think, this is why, you know what? This is exactly why I think depression isn't real. Okay? I think you can be depressed for like a day, 2 days maximum, but the idea of depression as in it's some illness, that's not real. You, yourself, you choose whether you want to be depressed or not. You put yourself in that situation. No one else. No one else. I mean this. And you know it yourself. You know it yourself. If you're drinking and you're smoking and you're taking drugs and you're just, hanging around the wrong people, how do you expect to get to a destination when you're not even there, here, mentally? Forget physically, okay? Physically. Forget that for a second. I wanted to change my body, okay? And I wanted to change my mind, right? But the thing is, in order for me to change my body, I had to have that mind. I had to have that vision, that mission in my mind that I wanted to change for the better, that I wanted to do something better in my goddamn life. And it's crazy to think how many people have potential, but they're just wasting it. It's crazy. So keep this in mind, that you have the power to do anything in this world. I want to create the best version of myself and help other people do the exact same thing. I want to retire my entire family. And after my family, my friends. After my friends, my friends of friends. After my friends of friends, strangers. After strangers, I'll literally, if I can, I'll retire the entire population of the world. Even though that's completely hard. Okay? But You guys, you need to understand this. Okay? I'm not all talk and all no go. I do every single day what I can and what I can control. Relating back to that quote that I started off this video with. Okay? You can't control the external environment if you are not internally in that state of mind. Right? You need to rewire your brain. You need to stop and think for a second. Was it right for me to eat that McDonald's, that piece of shit? Or was it right for me to eat that chicken breast with potatoes or broccoli or whatever? Or some rice? What's better here? Was it right for me to sit down all day, do nothing with my life and be unproductive and be an idiot? Or could I have gone to the gym, talked to people, networked? Like, you need to genuinely do simple things, and you know to yourself that you can do those things. So, I'm done talking now for this video. I love you guys because I always say that, and I always will say that, because I want to change your life. I want you to genuinely understand my message, because I truly want every single person in this life to win. If you can make trillions of dollars, man, I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy. I'll be so proud of you, man. I'll hug you like my brother or my sister, doesn't matter. Like, you need to understand that. I am so proud of you if you are winning. Okay? And if you're trying, but you're still not there, I'm still so proud of you. Because you're trying and you're not giving up. I haven't made it myself, but I'm proud of myself because I didn't give up on this thing. You know? I started this page maybe 7-8 months ago, and I never gave up on it because I truly think that I have the ability to change people's life for the better. And even though people would make fun of me and whatever, I didn't care. Dude, the first post I made, it got 27 shares. And what's that? People sending messages to other people and be like, look at this guy, Danny, he created a new brand called Go Beastly, blah, blah, blah. I don't give two shits. I'm in it for myself. Because I know if I want to create the individual that I admire and help other people do the exact same thing, then I have to focus on myself and then I have to help other people. And that's it. That's it. Everything is simple, but it's not easy. And that's what separates the people who want to level up and get to that next level in life compared to the people who want to stay stuck and they don't want to do anything with their life. So I love you guys. Keep that in mind. Don't forget that. And always, always, always remember that you can genuinely change the trajectory of your life. I love you guys. Keep going and let's go!